Hello and welcome back to Miss Crafts-A-Lot's Lair. I am Barbie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Beloit, Wisconsin. And I am here today to show you how to make this cute little card. Today our stamp set that we are going to be using is the Free as a Bird stamp set. I will show this off. And you get the little birds, and I think this is just so cute. Look at them. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I'll stop gushing over the birds, and I will tell you what we are going to be doing today. I'm going to switch it up just a little bit, but it's pretty much the same. So I have my card base, which is actually, I'm going to be opening it up a different way this time. It's a 4¼ by 11 inches, scored and folded at 5½. I have a piece of basic black. This is 5¼ by 4 inches. This is part of the Bird Ballad DSP designer series paper, and I describe this as the bird cage paper. It's got the feathers on the other side. This one is cut at 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. Another little piece of basic black. This is 2¼ by 4 inches. This one is out of the same paper pack, the Bird Ballad paper, designer series paper. I labeled this as being the flowers with whisper white background. And on the other side are the green background with the keys. And then I used the layering circle framelit dies, and you'll see why those are kind of funky in a minute here. But I used the 2 1/8 circle to get the basic black circle, and then the 1 7/8 circle for the whisper white. And then I'm also going to need a piece of whisper white scrap to stamp the bird. Just to let you in on what I did, I actually used, I have them inverted here, the third one from this side and the second one from this side. So I kind of have them inverted so I can show you which one it was. I will turn those back over again and put those aside. Of course, I've already run those through my die cut machine to make it nice and a little bit faster here tonight. So I am going to go ahead and grab my snail and start layering all this stuff up nice and pretty. So this one's a little heavier on the DSP this time, and it's just a slight overhang for these. Not my usual. I'll fix that later. Not my usual 1/4 inch overhang tonight. Or today, depending on when you're watching this. Alright, it's just going to stay. And so now I'm going to go ahead and layer these up. Now, I wanted to have about 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to kind of eyeball it there. The grid paper makes that a little easier. And then go ahead and adhere this quick to the front of my card, and we'll start on the stamping and the coloring of stuff. Alright, that's done. Now, I'm going to go ahead and stamp this first. I need to figure out a way to connect this to my, to my table so it doesn't fly all over the place. After I redid my craft room, I got a new table, as you can probably see. A little bit sturdier. And I'm going to ink up my bird here. He's still small enough that I can go directly onto the stays on. And I'm going to be cutting him out, fussy cutting, so I'm not going to worry too much about his placement on here. And I'm going to clean him off on my Stampin' chamois quick. Now I'm going to kind of have him off to the bottom and the side here a bit. So I have enough room up here in this top corner-ish to stamp my sentiment. And this time for the sample I put hello, but I think I wanted to put thanks for being you on this particular one. There we go. Clean that off of my Stampin' chamois again quick. Close up my stays on because I'm done with that. And then I'm going to layer the Whisper White circle on the black circle, basic black. And then I am going to go ahead and work on coloring the bird. So to color the bird today, I am using Daffodil Delight and Crushed Curry, along with my blender pen that is run off to this direction. Blender pen. You can get these in packs of 3, and I use mine quite a bit. I'm surprised at how long it is lasting. I'm also going to be using a clear block to ink up from these two, because the newer stamp pads I'm finding an issue having doing the squeeze technique that we used to do with the old stamp pads. So I am going to use a separate block. Let me get my scrap piece of paper here. It is well abused. And then I'm going to go in here and double check to make sure I'm grabbing from the right. So from the Crushed Curry, I'm going to go ahead and I want to color in all the places where the bird is kind of shaded in. Give him a little bit of shading using the Crushed Curry. And I had gotten a couple comments on YouTube and Facebook and such from people saying, thank you for showing us how to color this stuff and not using blends. Well, I have a little secret. I haven't gotten the blends yet. I have a couple of them. I have a few colors that were handed down to me from my mother-in-law, but other than that, I don't have any. I haven't started getting them, so that is going to be something I'm going to be working on. But if you're like me and don't have blends yet, you can still color in these really pretty critters and such using other than blends. But I have played with the blends, and I have to say I like them. So they are definitely on my list to get, so. Get this little guy colored in here. I will totally admit the fact that I have just now gotten all the markers. But I like the kind of brushed, painted look that you get with the blender pen, so that is why I'm using that tonight. Go ahead and I just clean that off on a baby wipe that I have in an old mushroom container. Yeah. And so now I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut this bird. I'm not going to get too crazy here, just for the fact that I'm pretty sure everybody knows how to fussy cut. And nobody really wants to sit around watching me fussy cut. I just get as close here, and this particular image isn't so bad to fussy cut in a timely fashion. Get it around in there. Sometimes cutting off that extra bit kind of helps things go a little bit faster too. But like I said, I'm pretty sure most of you guys know how to fussy cut. I'm kind of getting off camera, aren't I? My bad. If you haven't fast forwarded through that whole thing. Alright, so we have a fussy cut bird. I'm going to put him right on there. Now I'll show you a trick, if you guys didn't know it, about this adhesive that I just went off the paper on. If you go ahead and you just rub your paper, you can rub that adhesive right off. So if you ever over adhesive, it's a little bit of a trick I've learned. I don't know, maybe I taught myself this, I don't know. I can't remember if anyone really particularly taught me that, or I've just, oh look, I went over snailed again. How do I get rid of it? And I'm going to use dimensionals to pop these guys up. And as you can tell, I'm kind of at the end of this particular dimensional sheet, I guess you would call it. But over-dimensional, I know, sometimes. And I like the fact that I can get all these kind of little crazy bits. So then, like here, I can put this one on the tail of the bird, which I did not do on the other one, and I started having an issue with it. So, that little bit on the tail, it works. And I think I got everybody, yep. And I'm just going to go ahead and pop this on here. If you, you could use ribbon or another embellishment on here, but I think this looks cute. So here is the thank you for being you that we just made and the hello version. I hope you liked this card. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe if you have yet to subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And until next time.